Hello again, it's Edwin from Scope of Life. Today I welcome you to the third exercise of the BaduanJin set. Third exercise. I've just been looking at the sea here, at the ocean. Well, the third exercise is about where I'm standing right now. Third exercise is about the earth element in terms of the traditional Chinese point of view with the 5 elements. Talking about elements later because quite some interesting differences between the Chinese point of view and the Western point of view of elements, like the 4 elements you may know from Greek philosophy. But anyway, coming back to this exercise. This exercise has to do with everything that works in the area of your digestion, has to do with your stomach area and with your spleen area. So everything where you are supposed to digest something, where maybe you have eaten too much, this exercise is going to be great for you to just relax, to just harmonize your body back in again. Checking out the exercise, it's quite easy this time. No movement in the legs, no obvious movement. We're still in the beginner's level here. Now, what we do with the arms. Looks like that. We just raise one arm, point the palms away, come back down again, raise the other arm, and come back down again. So it doesn't really look that difficult. Well, it isn't. There's a couple of things that needs pointing out though. First of all, whenever you do something with your arms, I've been talking about that, I think, just briefly in the first movement, always try to move your arms as effortless as humanly possible. So try to only use those muscles that are absolutely necessary in order for the arm to come up. Yeah? You're not trying to do some weightlifting here or something like that. You just simply want to lift your arm up on the side of your body until it comes directly above your head. Now you notice I bent my elbow here. Another option would be to bring up the arm completely straight and then just simply do this tilting motion in the wrist again. That's not what we want to do right here. It's the first small intricacy here. What we want to do is want to bring up the arm, then you fold in the elbow so that the rear of the hand actually comes close to my crown, to the upper part of my head, of my skull. And from this position, now you're pushing away the palm. Now the most important thing here is pushing away the palm. No matter from which direction you're looking at me, the arm should always, the hand should always be above my head. So I come up and I push out. I don't push out to this side, I don't push out to that side. And looking at me from the side, I don't push out to here or back there or something like that. So even from the side, my arm is all the time directly above my head. And that's very important here. Obviously, the right palm is facing upwards. As soon as my arm comes up and the right palm starts turning away, turning up, yeah, you have a double twist here, because when you raise the arm, notice that my wrist is completely loose. When I shake my hand, or shake my upper arm actually, my hand is just very loose at the end. So there is no holding in the wrist whatsoever. So just bring the arm up very slightly. You notice this bend in the wrist, it's natural. As soon as I flip the arm over, once again this bend happens naturally. And now I extend this bending motion for pushing away. The interesting part is that this bend in the wrist and the bend in the left hand, they happen at the same time. So I bring up my right arm, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, flip in, and I push up. As soon as my right wrist starts to push upwards, my left wrist starts to push downwards. Notice the fingers. The fingers of my left palm are facing straight towards the camera. Fingers of my right palm up there, they are facing in a 90-degree angle to the left side. That's exactly what we want to have, and that's already the basic principle of this movement. Coming up on the right, coming in the elbow, pushing out, and then releasing it to the side and back down again. The release happens in the left wrist and in the right arm simultaneously, and I just bring down the right arm, slightly stretched, not completely stretched out, just slightly stretched on my right side. Make sure it doesn't look like that either. Yeah? So no collapsing of the arm and no pushing it out completely straight and hard. Just come up, push it out, and then gently let it flow down again until it reaches your upper leg area, and now you come up on the left side. Same principle here, very light, coming up, coming in at the elbow, pushing outwards, and then coming back in. It's actually completely the reverse. You bring up your left arm, come in with the wrist, the fingers point to the right fingers from the arm that's down, just point straight to the camera, you push out, and you bring your left palm back down again. One more thing, you might have noticed there is something happening inside my body, like in this main area of my body. That's true. What's happening here is I don't simply want to push out my arm from my shoulder. So I don't just want to go up and push it out just by using my shoulder. No. I want to come up and I want to, notice that, want a twisting motion on the base of my chest area here. So basically, here's your stomach. Here and here are the two bows of your ribcage. And what you want to do is, with your stomach sort of being the axis, you want to twist your body to the side. You want to open the right side, which is equivalent to opening up all the rib area on the right side. And you want to do the same on the left side. So notice this area, I come up, flip in, and now the motion actually starts from within here. Now I'm pushing up my arm, now I release the body and I release the arm at the same time, and I come back in. To the left side, I lift my arm very gently. Bending in, now the motion starts from the center. Bringing the arm up, releasing the center, and releasing the arm back down again. So that's the motion that we actually want to have here. What does it do? For once, it's massaging all the internal organs like liver, spleen, stomach, all this area. It opens up the chest area. And one more important thing, all the nerve endings back in your spine, they run on each side. So wherever you have a nerve ending, it sort of compartmentalizes. So the nerve endings that run into your stomach, into your spleen and stuff, they come out back in the spine at the same height than the stomach and the spleen are. Also, all the nerves that run to the skin in this area, they come out at the same height level back there and innervate this skin area. So actually, by doing so, by moving in this kind of manner I just showed you, you are also releasing tension in this specific area of your so-called erectoris spinae. The erectoris spinae are all the muscles, the small muscles that run left and right and front and back of your spine to stabilize it. And by opening up those muscles, you allow this area, also structure-wise, to regain freedom, which is very important because it is known in physiology and also in physiotherapy, osteopathy and stuff like that, that often problems don't originate in the organs. Sometimes the problems originate in the structure, obviously also mainly in the spinal structure, and spinal structure problems or too much tension in the spinal column sometimes causes organ troubles at the same height or in this region. So that's exactly what we are doing here. I run through the exercise once again so that you can take another look at it. And again, I include the breathing for this last view of the movement. I have an inhalation to bring my arm up. That's still inhalation. And I start the exhalation as soon as I release the tension and bring the arm back down again. Inhalation. Still inhalation and exhalation. Coming back down. Make sure that your breath is even without holding it at any point. It's one big flowing movement. Now an inhalation in between once again, and then we go to the next exercise. So that's number 3 already. As I said, main area, stomach, spleen, digestive area. It's great to center yourself. It's amazing if you had too much to eat, or on the other side, you're thinking of, maybe I get this dessert in after all. So just walk out the restaurant or the kitchen, whatever, do a couple of movements, or even do it while sitting in the restaurant, I don't care. It's just a fun thing to do. Once again, a fun thing to do that can help you a lot. Also, if you happen to drink alcohol from time to time, when you had too much to drink, try this exercise. It's great to sober up, but make sure to have a toilet somewhere near. Okay, once again, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to stay tuned, subscribe to the blog, subscribe to the YouTube channel. One more thing, if you happen to have any questions, just leave them in the comment box, or if there are bigger questions that you don't want all the other people to see, just write me an email. Contact details are found on the blog scopeoflife.com. I wish you a very, very good day and a very good time until we meet again. And next time with the next exercise, which is turning the head for the lung area once again. Have a great time and take care. Bye.